My name is Lawrence Goldman, and I'm the editor of the Oxford Dictionary of National Biography. This is a compilation of more than 58,000 biographies of notable figures who've made British history over the past 2,000 years. This January, in the online Oxford Dictionary of National Biography, we'll be adding more than 200 biographical essays on figures who died in 2009. In keeping with the philosophy of the dictionary, these include many different figures from all sorts of walks of life. The Oxford DNB includes, quite literally, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Among those that we're adding is the figure of Jade Goody, who was very famous in the first years of this century as a celebrity connected with the television programme Big Brother. Jade Goody may seem a somewhat strange figure to put in a national dictionary of biography, but her life is interesting and important for two reasons. First, because she summed up the celebrity culture of recent years, and in the nature of the media interest in her, she showed how the media can create and also knock down important figures in our culture. And secondly, because in the manner of her death from cancer, she not only showed great bravery and fortitude, but she encouraged hundreds of thousands of women in Britain to report for tests, and in that way made a contribution, a very positive contribution, to the welfare of her fellow women. As well as a figure like Jade Goody, we also have, at a quite other extreme, both historically and in other ways, three figures who are a remembrance of Britain's role in the First World War. We have an article that commemorates three men: Harry Patch, who was a soldier, Henry Allingham, who was an airman, and Bill Stone, who was a sailor, who all fought in the First World War and who all died in 2009. They are the last of their generation, the last of the survivors of the combatants of the Great War. And in keeping with the aim of the dictionary, we've included them in this update in an article which talks about their lives. They're important not because they were military leaders in the First World War or because they lived very notable public lives, but because in their death they commemorate the end of a whole epoch of British history, and they remind us of our links to what is now a distant past, but is one of the most traumatic events and eras in British history, that of the First World War. The dictionary always includes men and women who have been notable in our culture, and in January we add to it a large number of figures from the world of writing. In particular, we add the very versatile writer J.G. Ballard in a very interesting article written by Will Self. And we add two more comic writers. The first, John Mortimer, famous for his Rumpole of the Bailey stories, a well-known figure on television and radio, and also Keith Waterhouse, who wrote Billy Liar in the 1950s, wrote many screenplays for British films, and had a long career as a very successful journalist and comic writer.